This is the brief on the history of the University of Miami. Listen, boys, that famous university you know today for its massive campus and awesome sports actually started as a wild 100-year survival story back in 1925. To really appreciate the giant school we see today, we have to look at the unbelievable obstacles that had to beat right out of the gate. First, look at its incredibly tough origins. George E. Merrick helped found it in 1925, and classes started in 1926 inside a temporary hotel called the Anastasia. But almost immediately, the 1926 Great Miami Hurricane hit, bringing total destruction and halting construction. Can you imagine trying to start a brand new school, only to have a giant hurricane blow your plans away before the buildings are even finished? You'd think a devastating hurricane was the worst of it, but the financial storm that followed was even harder to survive. Second, the Great Depression hit, forcing the young university into bankruptcy by 1932. It was almost game over, but a hero President Bowman Foster Ashe and the local community fought to save the school in 1934. It was exactly like your favorite football team being down by 50 points at halftime, but absolutely refusing to quit. Because they stubbornly survived those worst-case scenarios, the school was perfectly hardened and ready to explode with growth when the world recovered. Finally, after World War II, it expanded into a massive global institution with a famous medical school, used its South Florida location to connect the Americas, launched the legendary Miami Hurricanes football dynasty, and proudly celebrated its 100th anniversary in 2025. The University of Miami's first century isn't just about buildings and books. It is the ultimate story of turning total disaster into a global triumph.